Summertime is here, but it's never too early to talk men's basketball, and I'm Nick Pierce visiting here with a couple of the Flames coming back here for the 24-25 season. We've got Colin Porter with us in the red, Kaden Metheny in the gray. Both these guys coming off super seasons for the Flames last year. Guys, appreciate you taking a few moments here for us. I see you coming right off the court here. We're getting you right after a big workout. Summer workouts, how is it going for you guys so far?
It's going good. It's a time to compete, get to know the new fellas. It's a lot of camaraderie happening in the locker room, outside the court. But I think our main goal this year is we have 7 new guys or so. So it's the main thing right now is just how can we really come together as a family. And that's something that Coach McKay he preaches daily, and that's something that he's built this foundation on here at Liberty is just how we can be a family. So that's our main goal right now. Competing and all that other stuff is fun, but the main goal is just how we can come together as a family.
Yeah, summer workouts, with it being so far from the season, though, Kaden, I guess I'll ask you this, as an older player, what did you get out of this stretch of time? How much of this do you take into the year?
Yeah, I mean, obviously coming in last year, it was a new system for me, so the summertime was huge, and just knowing the system, knowing my teammates better, getting better chemistry with them on the court as well as off the court. And this year, it's mainly like what Colin said is helping those new guys now, learning the new system, just taking advantage of these extra days that we have before season starts just to staple in our defense, staple in our offense. And it's been really good. And then also you get to do some player development stuff, which is always nice to see what you can improve on from last year.
Yeah, and like you said, you went through this last year as a new player yourself, transferring in, so you know what these guys are going through. Lose a couple of guys from last year. Kyle Rode, the biggest in terms of production, what he did on the court with the stats. How much have you guys kept up with Kyle and what he's doing right now?
Yesterday was his first day not here for us. So, even though he's not wearing the Flames uniform, he's still someone that we talk to daily. He's been in here practicing with us this whole summer, and just, watching him get to live out that dream, summer workouts with NBA teams. He might be playing in the summer league this summer, and then now he gets to go to Germany. He's getting to live it out. But the things that he did here and the foundation that he set for this program we will never forget that.
Early exit last year from the CUSA tournament, despite the fight that you guys put up last year, winning your share of league games. It wasn't easy. I mean, it's a tough league, first year in Conference USA. But after that early exit, having a lead in that game, Kaden, I'll start with you. How much does that fuel you and the rest of this team for this summer?
Yeah, I mean, that one hurt. Last year's team was one of the most connected teams I've ever been on. And going into that tournament, we had high expectations. We were not expecting to go out that early, especially in that fashion, leading about 15 points in the second half. But, yeah, like you said, all the motivation we need is from that game. And the new guys coming in, we've told them how much of a beast Conference USA is. We know that this year. We know every game in Conference USA, it's a battle, it's a fight, and especially going on the road in those types of environments. So, just like we said earlier, these summer workouts are the foundation leading up to conference play and the goals that we aspire to reach.
With the newcomers this year, all we heard about last year was size. Size this, size that. I mean, you guys, though 5'9", 5'10", respectively, but two of the better players in this league. Colin, from an assist-to-turnover standpoint, you were one of the top players in CUSA. Kaden, top 25 three-point shooter in the country. Do you guys ever get tired of hearing about that sometimes from the critics?
We heard it a lot in film. I think we're both 5'9" at this point, but no, we've heard it a good amount of times, and it's just honestly how can we, the thing about being shorter on our size is they have to guard us on the other end. So, this year we have more length around us, and that should be a helping piece for us. And just how can we really fight on the defensive end, and then on the offensive end, how can we flip it to make the bigger guys guard us? So I think we have advantages as well, but we both of us together have to do a better job at exploiting those mismatches.
When you look at these newcomers, I mean, 3 forwards I think that are all 6'8" or better, a 6'6" on the wing, 6'4" guard. How much does that make your jobs easier with what you're trying to get done?
Yeah, I mean, like Colin said, having that length around us, just shrinking the gaps on the defensive end, and also giving us some rim protection. Because a lot of times teams last year were just bulldozing, trying to lower the shoulder just to get to the rim. Because we love Kyle Rode to death, but he wasn't playing above the rim as much as some of these new guys. So just protecting the rim helps as well. And like Colin said, though, it's really up to us taking advantage of our size. And let's be honest, we've heard it all our lives. We chose to play basketball for whatever reason. Could be on the baseball field right now, but we love people doubting us. That's what's gotten us to this point.
Well, you play it because you're good at it.
Right.
I mean, you're good at it and you like doing it. I guess that kind of leads me into another question is what's the earliest basketball memory for both of you guys? When did you fall in love with the sport?
I was like 4 or 5 years old, got to play in a little game. My brother's team was in a blowout, so the coach subbed me in. My jersey probably hanging out to my knees, and as soon as I checked in, I cried and ran off to the floor to my mom. So that's the earliest one. I don't even remember it, but they always tell me about it. So I guess that was the earliest memory that my family has, and it's something they still talk about to this day.
Well, I'm glad you came back on the court.
Yeah, I don't know why I did, but I'm here, so let's do it.
How about you, Kaden?
I don't have a good story like Colin. I honestly don't remember. I just remember I played my whole entire life. My dad's a big-time sports fan, so whatever it was, he was putting a ball in my hands, and whether it was a baseball, basketball, football, and man, I just fell in love with basketball early on and chose that to be it.
Last couple of things here. Looking at this year, it's Season 2 in Conference USA. Season 2 for you with this team. Season 3 for you. What's going to make this team different than, and I'm not just talking about wins and losses or anything, but just what's going to make this team different when fans come in to watch it at the arena than teams you've played on before?
Yeah, I think each year that I've been here, each team has been different. Like now, me, Zach, and JC, Spell, and G are the only people that have been here longer than 3 years. So it's like each team gets to write their own story, and it'll be different for each one. But like I'll say, one of the things that remain the same is like our belief. We believe in something way bigger than this basketball game, but that gives us the confidence. Like Kaden was saying earlier, going into that Conference USA tournament, we believed that we could win it all. We thought we were the best team. Obviously, it didn't happen, but like going into this season, that's something that remains the same. Is just the belief that we have that we can go out and win any ball game any given night.
How about you, Kaden?
Yeah, I mean, Colin summed it up there. Like I said, last year was one of the most connected teams I've ever been on, and I think that's just been a factor of where I'm at right now in Liberty University and how the coaches treat us. And like Colin said, we're playing for something bigger than just this game. And if we all can come in together with that belief this season, it could be a special one.
Last thought here, some fun trips coming up too. I mean, it's always business trips. It's basketball first, but spend a few days in the Virgin Islands. You spend a few days at Charleston with Charleston and FAU in those games. Do you enjoy the life on the road?
I think Kaden already has a minute restriction on how often he can be out in the sun.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, when we go to like to play in the Florida teams, I may look a little tanner during those games, but don't let Colin fool you. He's out there with me. He's out there with me.
They only know he's the one out there, so
Colin
he
likes
gets
to
the minute
sneak out
restriction.
there.
Yeah.
But no, those are awesome times. Like the Myrtle Beach tournament last year was awesome. Not only because we won it, but also just the times off the court, the camaraderie that we built, and those are the memories that are going to last a lifetime, and we understand that. And obviously, being in the sun and 90-degree weather is also a bonus, so
Yes,
that always helps.
Well, as long as you're not having to wear SPF 50 like I am, you'll enjoy yourselves. Hey, guys, appreciate the time and enjoy the summer workouts here.
Yeah.
Keep grinding.
I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.